Hello. So in this one we're going to look at The Forest of Life and Death by Pangay. I think that's how you say it. Probably wrong. So we'll first play through the Her level. It's a very I like the artistic design you got on this one. Aesthetically pleasing. And it does really look like you're going through like forests and stuff. Oh, shit. I messed up there. I wasn't meant to do that. I think I've made a bit of a boo-boo here. Hang on. Let's just go down there. Right, back on the course. On track, more like. Right, well, I found a little secret area. Which, I like it. I mean, you really did put a lot of effort into the details in this. I mean, it does look like a tree. I'm just really impressed with that. I mean, I thought my trees were good, but this is like another level. So much detail. I mean, I hate to think how much time this one took you. I get the impression it took a long time, especially with all the overlapping platforms. I would imagine you had some issues there, things disappearing and stuff like that. And there we go. It's not a difficult level. It's oh, I got lost there a minute. It's quite relaxing, to be honest. It's more like a did it come down here? Oh no. There we go. So yeah, it's not like a I'm confused now. Yeah, I come through that one. So sorry, I'm terrible at playing and talking at the same time, but like I say, it's relaxing, not too difficult. It's my sort of level because I'm not into the really difficult levels. Anyone that's played my levels will know that because they're obviously not geared towards someone who's like into like rock hard levels, you know. So if you're into that sort of stuff, it might not be your cup of tea. It's worth playing just to see it, just to look at it. Because I'm really impressed, and it's not just that. I mean, I didn't realise it until like a couple of playthroughs in, but it's not just good-looking trees, but you've actually made it like the seasons. Like here, I think we're in autumn now, where the trees about to die. Oh come on, I want my one up. What we're doing? I can't. I just realised what I was doing then. I don't know why I was trying to spin jump that. Oh, I want to get down there. So I'm pretty sure there's a you can fall down there. Right. I like that. That's like a little, really small puzzle, but it's good. Right, this way I've got to do a bit of flying. Luckily, it's not Super Mario World. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, that was fail. Right, cheating time. Come on, come on. There we go. Right. Oh, for flipping out. I'm gonna do that. There's no reason why I can't do it. That is not difficult to pull off. There we go. There we go. See, this tree's like, I'm guessing this is winter, and this is where all the leaves like really dead, and I just love it. I love it. I love what you've done there. I love this. This bit here is brilliant. That looks like that looks like a haunted wood, and it's such a shame you can't pull this off for a whole level. I'd love to make a haunted wood level. I mean, just look at that. That looks. Oh, so I wish I hadn't seen this bit really, because I know what I can't replicate that in any of the skins. Ah, that's annoying. I want to do that. I want to make a haunted wood level. Right. So we'll go on to my version, and I'll tell you. I don't think no. There's nothing I want to point out. I'll point it out on my version because I haven't. The only things I've only made really small changes. I've not made any changes really to the aesthetics because I thought they were fantastic. So we'll go on this and right. So the first bit. So I say pretty much the same, but what I've done up here is I've closed off this. Like in your version, you could get up to the top, and the problem with that is you then got stuck. Because once you're up here, there's no way back down. So, and the you might have thought at the time, or you might have just not seen it, but you might have thought that, well, who's going to go up there? Who's that stupid? Truth is, though, I went up there because I saw coins, and I thought there might be something up there. It then realised I couldn't come back down. Unless there's something I'm missing. No, that's definitely a place you can get stuck. So what I've done, trying to keep with your aesthetic style, I've tried to make like a little bridge, which I think I've done. I think I pulled it off, and that way there's no getting stuck. Which is, I'll say this every time, when a player gets stuck in a level and has to restart manually, that's a big no-no. You want to always avoid that. But like I said, I think that was just you just didn't see it. Right. Next bit is the subworld, block 3. So I'm in the subworld. Right, 1. That's number 2. So in here. What have I done? Right. Okay. In the original version, these 2 blocks, if I remember correctly, was not here, which meant you can go down here. The problem with that, there's nothing down here. There's nothing worth what. I mean, if you do go down here, if you do explore a bit and go down here, you get stuck. So the only way, I mean, I did try and get back up, like, so I was thinking a bit like a secret down here, but you just can't get back up. It's just, I mean, you might be able to if you're really lucky, but yeah, you can't get back up there. So so I've closed that off because obviously, again, you don't want people to get stuck. Over here, you remember this vine? Originally, how was it originally? It was something like, I think this was like all the way up here. It was like that. And then that was like up there. The problem with that is you can't see Mario. So it's not terrible, but it's like a really bit of an iffy jump coming down here. It's easy to, I don't know. I suppose it ain't that bad because you'll like land down here, but then you wonder why you have the vine there. I thought it looked better. I thought it was better going down the vine. So what I've done is I'll just do this. I've done that, so it looks just more. I think it looks better. It looks more like it's manageable. I mean, the last thing you'd want. I mean, there was a chance, but being up here, you could. No, maybe not. No, you wouldn't. I'll stop there because you can actually see that shell guy. But you can't see the bottom. Yeah, I still reckon that's the way to go with that. I don't like the idea of jumping from like out of view. It just doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel right. So I've lowered that. So next section is subworld block 5. It's 1, 3, 4, 5. What have we done here? Right. Oh yeah, this was the secret if you remember. And you had a question. You had that shell in a question mark block. Now what I've done, the reason why I've made it like that, so he's hanging on like in there, is because if you got the question mark, if you got the shell out the question mark block, and then the player messed that up, whether he hit it or I don't know. He somehow hit it and it's moving. That's gone for good. Then there's no way of getting that back because the the question mark block. I'll show you. No. So let's say I got that out of the question mark block. Do that, and then I somehow messed this up. I didn't know what I was doing or something. And I go back in here, and then I can't do that again. So, and it wouldn't be. This wouldn't matter as much if it wasn't such a diversion to get here. Because what I did try and do, which I couldn't unfortunately because of limits, I did try and have like a shortcut back to. Is it over here? Yeah, I tried to get a shortcut back over here. I was first trying to do it with the pipes and realised you hit the limit there. Then of course you hit the limit with the doors, and then I started messing around with, like platforms and stuff, but it just didn't work out. And it's a shame because it is a long way to go. And the only downside to this secret is that you have to backtrack through, like backwards. And I have an inkling that some players might not realise that, and they might think they're lost or they're missing something. But like I say, so to avoid this shell suddenly disappearing if you mess it up, by having it like that, you can sort of like mess it up, and then I think I just showed this actually. But like I say, it resets all the time, so you can come back and get it. Right. I had to redo the video from here because the audio glitched out. And I've just explained why I've done the question mark block. So the shell can respawn, and it avoids players coming all this way for nothing. So just want to make sure I got that in there just in case I haven't said that. I'm pretty sure I did though. So we're going to the next section now. I've really got to sort this audio thing out. It's like it's my headset. I don't know if it's my headset. I think it's the capture card. It just suddenly stops recording. So I'm gonna have to either find a new program to record the audio with separately, or just figure something else out to do because I can't do this. I can't keep having to do like critiques 3 or 4 times in a row just to get the full thing. Anyway, that's me moaning, so we'll come out of that. Right. So I know. Right. Okay. I know where I am. The next bit. Yeah. So in here, I've laid out the coins a little differently to try and indicate to run and jump as in fly. I've also added the arrow. Point the right way, please. I always do that. I've also added the arrows to try and indicate it as well, and I've also added these spikes on the top to prevent players like sort of like jumping up on here and then jumping down because it's I can see, and the reason people will get the wrong idea, and I'm hoping that is a better indication of jumping because when I first come to this section, I'll be honest, I was kind of thinking of jumping over because there was no spikes, and then I don't think the arrows were there, and the coins are like a little farther up. It was a bit weird how those placed, so I've changed that bit. I've also added this feather, and the reason for that is because where you get the feathers originally, what I'll do is I'll quickly go back. Well, I don't. No. Let's have a look. Where'd you get them? Oh. Didn't have to do that, did I? Where are you? There we are. So you get the feathers here. And I think you go down, isn't it? I don't know. I bet it's up. I bet it's up. Bloody up, isn't it? Flipping out. Told you it was going to be up. Let's just do a little bit of cheating. Ah, what was the point? Come on. There we go. Right. Jesus Christ. This section is not this difficult. And I've lost my feather. Okay, say I've lost my feather, right? I don't realise I need it. So then I go all the way up here. Not realising, but I needed that feather. And it's just a long way to go before getting the news that you have to go all the way back to get the feather. And then I get to this flying section, I got no feather, and there's no feather within sight. So to avoid players having to go backtrack, and backtracking is never good. Unless your level is designed for backtracking, like specific, like if it's a Metroid style level or something like that, it's not a good idea to force players to go backwards on themselves. So what I've done is I've added this feather in here. And also I think with the feather being there and consistently coming out, I think it'll be another good indication that you've got to fly over this section. So I've done that. Right. And the next bit is this. Now before, you had like a platform down here. It wasn't that like that. It was a lot better looking than what I just did. The problem with that is you could actually see it when you went down here. It was, I think it was a little farther up actually. You could definitely see it from up here anyway. And the problem with that was players might have then thought it might be something down there, like a secret. So we're going to go down, and then they're stuck. Of course, we want to avoid that because if players get stuck and have to manually restart, they're gonna. That's when players skip or just quit altogether. Impatient lot they are. So what I've done, I've got rid of this little bit down here. Now maybe you could fix it if you like. Maybe added some of these like platforms on tracks like going down here or something. I don't know. I don't think there's a real good way of doing it. Well, like sacrificing like the look of this top section. So I personally would just have it like that. It's a nice little detail to have down there, but if it means players are going to get stuck, then it's just not worth having. And that was it. I did that a lot faster than I did before. All right, so yeah, and that's it. I want to show you something actually before I go. Now you can't do it. Little trick. Where can I put it? It's basically just to show you how you can make like the effect of falling leaves and also snow. I'm gonna try and do this. Let's see if I can do it. So you have like something like that. And you have like 2 or 3 of these. We'll do 4. Some of the stuff's gonna get deleted because it does. So say you want leaves for the autumn section. You like do look like a random thing. Something like that. No, not bad. No, that's not good. Yeah, I do. And then you sort of randomize all this stuff so that it's like quite different. No, that's bad. Basically, you don't want stuff falling down at the same time. And the reason you have like enough for like 2 of each is so it does it once, and then you got another load coming. So most players will they won't have gaps. And we'll keep that, and we'll do that as in the first one to go down. So we'll, no, well, it doesn't have to be perfect, I guess, does it? So let's just save that. Screw it. So basically, the idea is I'm going to delete a load of stuff here, so just you have to bear with me. I'm trying to think of a place to do it. Let's do it over here. Oh, thank God for that. Go, I was going to swear then. Oh, let's do that better. Like I said, I know I'm going to delete loads of stuff, so obviously you wouldn't do it like that. Oh dear. Oh well. Yeah, if you... That's because of So you could probably get rid of them, I suppose. Anyway, look, we'll just do that for now, and we'll see. You'll get the effect. And the idea is... Oh, fuck. Yeah, I've messed that up. Oh, on a minute. 1 second. Right, now it should work. And the idea is, it's like... No, just... Right. There we go. So you like got like the effect of like falling leaves, although they're going down a lot faster than I thought they would. And then you can do the same thing with snow, and the way to make snow fall when doing snowfall, always avoid these because they can kill you if you catch you at the right place. Use these. So instead of that, I'll just do it on this, you know, and you'll see what that's like. I won't bother changing. So like snowfall will be like obviously spread out and better done, but yeah, it does work. It's really cool. But just want to let people in on that little secret of mine. So yeah, oh, I wish I could make levels out using this. How have you done this actually? Hold on a minute. Is this actually the part what it looks like? No, and oh, I see. Oh, I see what you've done now. Oh, that's cool. That is a cool looking section. I really love what you've done there. That looks like a haunted wood. Oh, it's annoying because I know I can't do it. Right. Anyway, I'm going to stop there because I've somehow done this longer. This second take has taken longer than the first one, which makes no sense to me. So we'll come out and we'll show the ID. There we go. So there's your ID. Download it. Awesome level. Looks great. And check out the other levels as well. I'm also going to change the gallery in the station thing. Yeah, the critique station. And what I'm going to do is the gallery now isn't going to be where you just post levels to be viewed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to allow it so people can submit a level, and then I'll play through it, record it without commentary or any. It's not going to be a review, but I'll play through it, and then you can have video feedback of someone playing through your level. So if you made a new level, you want to find out if it's, there's any issues or how someone new would approach it, then that's what it's going to be for. Just something I thought about doing. I thought it may be better. It's more in theme with the rest of the station, So it's all video based. I don't know. It's fun. I don't mind doing it. So I'm going to do that. Check out the subreddit. I'll let you know when I've actually done it and changed it all. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you next time.